Hi, in this video we're going to learn how to mail merge in Google Docs. The first step is to prepare the data. As an example, we'll be creating a letter that year coordinators can use to send commendations to students who are performing well. But this mail merge concept will work for any letter where you want to personalize the information for each student or for any other mail merge application, to be fair. So all we need to do is we need to get a spreadsheet in Google Docs that contains all the data that we need to use. For our example, we're going to go through Central for that, but you can go through any means you need to get that data into a Google spreadsheet at the end of the day. So for us, we'll go to Central and we'll go to Student Profiles. We'll go to Exports and Export. We'll go to Select Export Type, Student Details, and then we'll select Contact Information. We'll then click from year 7, and we will export. This will get us an XLS sheet. We then need to install a certain extension, which is called Office Editing for Docs, Sheets, and Slides. If you don't find that in your extensions menu, you need to go to the Chrome store, which we can go to by going to New Tab and clicking Apps. And then we click on Web Store. From here, we search for the Office extension. And we find it there. And if yours is blue, like all these other ones, you can click that to install it. Once that's installed, what we need to do is go to a new tab and just drag our spreadsheet into the new tab, and that will now open. Alright, so here's the spreadsheet that we've just opened. You'll notice I've gone and changed the details to make them all fake, but apart from that, it's in the same format. And because I've changed it, I have this red box. You won't have this red box when you open your spreadsheet. So Central exports the information in the old Excel XLS format. Google Docs doesn't really do things very well with this format. So the first thing we need to do is edit our spreadsheet. So we'll put this sort column at the end here. And now you guys will get the red box popping up, and we need to try to save it. Okay, and it tells us it's in a format that's unsupported and it needs our permission to save it in a more recent format. And so when you do that, you press that and it will now save it in the new XLSX format. When it's in that format, we can now convert it to a Google Doc. So if we go File, Save as Google Sheets, it will now save that as a Google Sheet for us. Now it takes us to the Google Sheet version of the document. What you need to do is go through and you need to pick all the kids that will get this letter. So I'm going to go through and go X, 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 X. Okay. Okay, so these are all my kids. Then I'm going to highlight the data by hitting Command A. I'm going to go Data Sort Range, click Data as Hetero, and I'm going to sort by column sort. And that gives me my list here. Once I've got those, I can now go through and delete all the other kids. And that is my spreadsheet completed. The second step is to prepare the template. For this step, we'll need to make the document that we're going to use as a template for our mail merge. So the first thing we need to do is make a Google Doc. So go File, New, Google Doc. And we can call this whatever we like. So I'll call this commendation letter. And in this document, you want to write your letter, leaving spaces for where you're going to fill the data from the spreadsheet. So, dear, because we're going to put some parents' names in there. We'll leave this one as a gap for the kid's first name. Fantastic results. in his recent reports. Da, da, da. More text, more text. Okay. So what we need to do now is put in fields for where the information from the spreadsheet will go. And we need to do this in casing the field names in these characters. Okay, so 2 less than symbols and then 2 greater than symbols. If we go over here, we need to grab the headings. Okay, so I want to have parent 1. So I'll put that here, and parent 2. And so what that will do is it will put in parent 1's name and parent 2's name there. So if the first kid is going to say, Dear Mrs. Melissa Husk and Mr. Brian Husk. Okay. I want to put the kid's name in as well. So we'll grab given names and we'll put that here. Okay. And that's about all we need there. And the letter, silly year coordinator. And that's fine. So that's our commendation letter done. The third step is to merge the data. In this step, we're going to actually merge the data with the template together to create the letters that we're going to use. So, back in our Google spreadsheet, we need to use an add-on called Autocrat. Okay, if you haven't got that there, then you need to go to Get Add-ons, search for Autocrat when it loads. And then you'll be able to add it through that menu. Okay, once added, you need to go through and launch it. Okay, so from Autocrat, to start a new merge job. Then we got to choose our template. So from Drive, we can choose our template. And I've put my template in the mail merge folder. There it is there. And we also need to name our job. So I'm going to call this commendation letter. Alright, we then need to map our tags. So this automatically pulls in the tags that are in the template, and this matches them with the sheet header. Because we've used exactly the same names, it fills this in automatically for us. If we haven't, then we need to click through here and go through the headings in the table, and that will give us our merge tags. Once you've mapped them properly, click Save. Alright, so we need to name the files that we're going to make now. So we can use these tags up here to name each individual letter. So we could highlight surname and given name, SEM1 2015 commendation letter, something like that. We can then choose the type of Google Doc we want to make. So we can either make Google Doc or PDF. I'm going to make a PDF because they're easy to print at the end. But you can make a Google Doc as well, either or fine. We can also email the documents. So we could potentially email these to the student using the email tag here, the first parent using parent 1 email, and then scrolling down using parent 2 email as well. And we can choose what type of document it will be attached as. I'm going to turn that off for the moment though, just to keep things simple, and click Save. There's our document all done. So all I need to do now is click Run Merge, and it will merge all my documents. Alright, so that's my job done. So I can see here all the documents have been created. If I go back to Google Drive, not in my mail merge folder, back in my drive, there'll be a new folder called Commendation Merge Docs. And if I open that, I'll see all my commendation letters here. If I hit Command A to select all, and then right click and hit download, it will zip them all up for me so that I can download them all at once. Okay, once they're downloaded, I can click the zip folder to open it, and it will make a folder, and these are all my documents in here. And all I need to do now is Command All and print. We'll open them in preview and print each one for me. And that's it, job done.